Welcome to the 6th and final installment of the Technology Services Idol Series. In this last edition, we'll be focusing on selling collaboratively with channel partners. The Technology Services Idol Series was designed to give you new ideas to address your customers' current and future challenges using HP Technology Services. The Services Idol Series has improved sales reps' confidence in articulating the value of the technology services portfolio to solve customer challenges. In our first scenario, an HP partner rep meets with a channel partner to review how Proactive Select helps sell an HP EVA 4400 solution to the partner's customer, and how Proactive Select can help the channel partner close future deals.
Hi Erin, thanks for meeting with me today.
My pleasure, Tom.
I thought we could review the storage deal we did with Landon Ashton around Proactive Select and how you could use Proactive Select to help sell other solutions. How's that sound to you?
Sounds great, Tom. Thanks.
Great. You'll recall I came in and did a presentation for you guys earlier this year, and you were very interested in this particular solution. You were excited about it and thought it would fit very well into a number of your deals.
I did, Tom, and I have to say that at first when I heard the pitch, I was a little concerned about some of the areas where Proactive Select might actually compete with our solution, but I can see now that this really complements it. We can't be all things to all customers, and I see a huge opportunity to round out our portfolio with Proactive Select.
It's a very good point, and that's something I try to make very clear to all our partners, that we're not here to compete with you, and this can complement the services you put on the quote. Proactive Select is extremely versatile and brings out a lot of different services you can do for a customer by complementing your solutions.
Absolutely.
So, if you look back at this deal that you quoted, the customer used the pricing spreadsheet that I provided and presented to the customer. From there, you set up a meeting for me to do a phone presentation for the CIO and CFO to go over Proactive Select in more detail. I remember the customer was a little nervous because the EVA was a new technology and they never had HP storage. What sort of feedback did you get from the customer afterwards?
Well, they had some concerns because there were a couple of complex elements that I wasn't sure about. That's where it was really helpful for you to come in and address some of the questions that we had about who the ASM would be and how we would get them engaged. So your assistance there was tremendous, and closing up those final details with a customer was one of the key things that really helped us win that part of the deal.
Great. From there, I went to delivery to find out who was going to be the ASM assigned to the account, just to make them more comfortable moving forward with the new solution. Then we put together another conference call to introduce Lori Pittman, who is a phenomenal ASM, and the customer was very pleased to know who was going to be assigned to them to help get the EVA in place. I think they were very pleased with the discussion they had with Lori.
Right, I agree. And I think knowing one of the ASMs is key. One of the best parts of Proactive Select is having that person build a relationship with the account on our behalf, knowing that they'll come back and work with us, HP's partner. I don't know if I've had a chance to tell you yet, Tom, but Lori had an opportunity to work with them to expand the deal already, and we have another 40 credits that are going to Proactive Select based on that relationship and the other opportunity that Lori found while building the plan for them. So we are really, really pleased with how this is playing out, and she knew to come right back to us with that opportunity. So it's been a really big opportunity for us.
That's another outstanding point you bring up. This is a perfect sequence of events that occurs with an ASM. The opportunities they uncover circle back to the partner. That is so important.
I know, it's great.
Looking ahead, there's two things I'd like to mention to you to make sure we can do this. You can do this on your own. First, the solution set is huge. There's many different things they can choose from. And second, the price points. As you know, they're awesome. Customers need to make sure they realize a rapid ROI, so the price points are very sensitive. And I think also now that I've introduced you to the ASM, you can engage them directly.
Right. I've learned a lot through this experience, Tom. Aside from some of the complexities that I might need a little help with, it's a pretty straightforward product. I know that we'll be able to leverage it more. Speaking of which, I wanted to review some of the plans on how to make this happen again in the other 20 accounts that I have active opportunities with right now. I wanted to talk through how we can build a stronger growth plan, so we're taking advantage of this momentum. By getting ASMs in all of my accounts, I see how I can grow those as well.
That sounds great. In fact, I know we have a golf event coming up for you guys. I made a review of your funnel, and we can also look at some points of your target accounts and then go back and present it to them. There are all kinds of ways we can expand to other accounts with the solution. They might not be mission critical per se, but they still need some support, and this is a perfect solution for them. How does that sound?
That sounds good. What about the funnel review? What's that process look like?
Well, we have a bi-weekly funnel review where we draw opportunities on deals that are blade or storage oriented that might not fit into the mission critical space. I'd like to help drive those kinds of deals with you guys to remind you of some of the key targeted services you want to include in those deals. I also want to invite your customers to attend the golf event that's coming up. Let's make sure we bring in as many customers as we can. I'll be presenting Proactive Select as well as some other key targeted services, and after the presentation, I'll be doing follow-up with each of them along with you and other account executives.
Great. From the funnel review standpoint, it took a little while to get used to having somebody from HP involved in the review. It's really helped me and the other sales reps expand our thinking about services and make sure that we always add on the right levels of service. We're starting to see Proactive Select play a bigger role in those funnel reviews, so having you on is really valuable. I think your participation in the funnel reviews has been critical in driving up our penetration rates. Regarding the event, the recent win with Land & Ashton has made me realize that there are a lot of other customers that I can invite to the event to learn more about Proactive Select and how it can make a really positive impact on their business. Are there going to be some other ASMs at that event too?
Yes, in fact, Lori Pittman will be there too.
Excellent. Well, Tom, it's great working with you. I really appreciate it. I know I can take what I've learned to find out other opportunities in other accounts, and I know that I can count on you when things get complex. I really appreciate all that you're doing for us, so thanks a lot. So let's go sell some more Proactive Select.
Sounds great. Thanks, Erin.
By reviewing how Proactive Select helped close the deal, the HP partner rep was able to use that example to give the partner ideas on how Proactive Select can be a key selling component in future sales. In our next scenario, a partner asks an HP partner rep to meet with him and his customer to answer questions about Proactive Select that the partner can't answer.
Well, that sounds great, Mark. Say again, thanks for meeting with me today. I really appreciate your help on this. As you know, we're really working hard out there trying to promote HP's Proactive Select, but it's been kind of tough. I'm so glad you're joining us today.
My pleasure, Tom.
So I recommended Proactive Select to the customer that's coming today, but he had some questions, Mark, that I just couldn't answer. He wasn't convinced, and he wanted to talk to an HP rep, quite frankly. So I told him that I've got someone I can work with that could answer his questions, and he's going to be here in a few minutes. But before he gets here, Mark, you know, Proactive Select is still kind of a new product, and so I've got a lot of customers that are asking about questions that are bringing up questions I can't answer. For example, success rate, and you know, I just simply can't answer that at this point. So this will be a big help for me too.
Well, Tom, I appreciate this opportunity to work with you on this. You're right. Proactive Select is a brand new offering from HP, and it's getting a lot of traction in the marketplace. I'll describe the difference between the comprehensive support offerings he's heard about from HP versus Proactive Select and the flexibility it offers. We'll talk about the main benefits like reduced IT cost and having an assigned account support manager that's local to him. I'm really excited to talk with the customer, and I think you'll see a great benefit in this, and I'm sure he will too.
Great. You know, here he comes now. His name is Bob Carlson. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Good seeing you.
This is Mark Cowan with
Hello,
HP.
Bob. Glad to meet you.
Great. Well, Bob, thanks again for coming today. So Bob, Mark is the HP services specialist who's working with us in the territory here. Now, Bob, the other day when we met, we talked about Proactive Select and how it might meet your needs, but you needed some additional information that I couldn't provide, and you had some additional questions. So that's why I brought Mark here as the subject matter expert to answer your questions for you.
Right. And you know, Tom and I have been talking about a project you have going on here, and that he had told you about our new Proactive Select offering. I understand that you have some additional questions about the service?
Well, we do have some key issues with our data center that we're working on, and I'm not quite sure how Proactive Select will help.
Okay, well, let me start at a high level. First of all, we have a large support portfolio. Our mission critical and proactive services are what we call comprehensive services. They combine a specific hardware support level with a specific software support level. What's different about Proactive Select is that you can now receive standalone proactive services. I'll give you an example, something every customer has to do, which is firmware management. You can't escape it, Bob, in an ISS environment or in a storage arena as well. You've got to manage your firmware. That's one example of a service that customers see value in having HP do. They may not want to take on the full comprehensive service, which is more expensive, so we've created a menu of services that's very flexible and they're available at a significantly lower cost.
Well, that is very interesting because I don't like paying for support that we're not going to use.
And another thing customers have been focusing on is looking for ways to reduce their IT costs. You want to be able to tailor your support solution to get the things you specifically need. You may not need everything in the comprehensive menu, but now you can take something right off the list and apply that to your environment. Another key benefit is that you get a local assigned account support manager. The ASM comes in once the order is placed, sits down with you, looks at your environment, then lays out a roadmap of the things that need to be done. They'll perform the work and then do a follow-up review to validate that the work was successful.
How would that exactly work?
Well, there are actually 3 steps to the process. You've got an initial assessment to find out what's going on and discuss the deliverables that your environment needs. We then create a plan and perform the work at a mutually agreed upon time, and then follow up and assess the work to see how we did. The ASM is available to talk about other issues and assist you in scoping your additional support needs. One of the biggest benefits of Proactive Select is now you have a local assigned resource from HP that you can talk to, whether it's getting an issue escalated or getting some additional advice and assistance. Your ASM is there for you.
Well, that's good. We recently ran into some budget cuts. How flexible is the service pricing?
Bob, it's very flexible. There are 3 packaged offerings. You can purchase any one of those offerings with the ability to purchase additional support credits. You get just the support you need. It's extremely tailorable. And really, from a price point perspective, Tom is now able to put this on a value big deal and offer you discounts that will be bundled with the rest of the solution. So I think you'll find the price points very attractive and that the cost of Proactive Select will not be a high percentage of the entire solution. And you know you're going to be covered.
Well, that is good to know because pricing is very important to us.
One thing I'll also mention, and I understand from Tom that you've introduced some ITIL practices into your environment. All of our account support managers are ITIL certified at the foundations level, and a lot of them now are achieving their management certification. What we do falls right in line with ITIL. In fact, our whole support portfolio is built around these processes and methodologies. So it's going to incorporate very well into the training, the mindset, and the type of environment you're trying to create here.
Mark, thanks for the explanation. You've answered all my open questions that I've had today. I'm a lot more comfortable with Proactive Select now.
Well, great. It sounds to me like this solution meets all of your needs by meeting your budget restraints, complementing your ITIL initiative, and performing necessary IT functions. Can we move ahead with Proactive Select?
I do think HP Proactive Select would be great for our business. Let's move forward.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you again, Bob. What do you say, guys, we grab lunch together? I know a great Chinese place down the street.
These 2 sales scenarios highlight ways to work with partners to help them understand more about HP technology services and how they can help you and your partner sell more HP service solutions. We hope you have enjoyed the Services Idol series. It was designed to help you think of new ways to position our portfolio, build stronger relationships, and compete more effectively, resulting in an increase in your ability to meet or exceed quota. The videos are a good resource to help you strengthen your selling skills and build your confidence and credibility in every sales situation. And you can visit the Services Idol webpage anytime to view our previous videos. Now the stage is set, the cast is trained, it's time to put on the show. Good luck in your selling effort and becoming the next HP Technology Services Idol.